Arc fault circuit interrupters, or AFCIs, are designed to protect against arc faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can cause fires. However, they can sometimes trip unexpectedly, especially when used with certain types of lighting fixtures, like those with electronic ballasts. Let's explore the potential causes of AFCI tripping when fluorescent fixtures with electronic ballasts are involved. Firstly, high-frequency noise from electronic ballasts generates high-frequency harmonics. These harmonics can interfere with the AFCI's detection algorithm, leading to nuisance tripping. The AFCI might misinterpret this normal high-frequency noise as an arc fault. Secondly, arc signatures. While AFCIs are designed to detect arc faults, the arc signatures produced by electronic ballasts can be unique. The AFCI may not always recognize these signatures as legitimate arc faults, potentially causing it to miss real hazards or, conversely, to trip unnecessarily on normal ballast operation. Thirdly, inrush current is the momentary surge of current drawn by a device when it's initially turned on. Fluorescent fixtures with electronic ballasts often draw a high inrush current. This sudden surge can trigger the AFCI if the current is too high or lasts too long. The AFCI may interpret the inrush current as an arc fault, leading to tripping. Fourthly, defective ballasts or faulty electronic ballasts can generate abnormal waveforms or harmonics. These irregularities in the electrical signal can cause the AFCI to trip. The defective ballast may be producing electrical noise or signatures that mimic arc faults. Fifthly, incorrect wiring such as improper grounding and polarity can create conditions that lead to arc faults. Loose connections can also cause arcing. So ensure that the fixtures are wired correctly and safely to avoid these issues. Now let's consider some troubleshooting steps to address AFCI tripping with fluorescent fixtures. 1. Test with incandescent fixtures. Replace the fluorescent fixtures with incandescent fixtures. If the AFCIs no longer trip, the issue is likely with the fluorescent fixtures or their ballasts. This test helps isolate the problem. 2. Use a harmonic filter. Install a harmonic filter between the fixture and the AFCI. The filter absorbs high-frequency harmonics that may be triggering the AFCI. This can reduce nuisance tripping caused by electronic ballasts. 3. Contact the ballast manufacturer. Reach out to the ballast manufacturer. They may have specific guidance and troubleshooting advice regarding AFCI compatibility. They can also provide information on whether their ballasts are known to cause issues with AFCIs and if there are any recommended solutions. 4. Replace the ballasts. If the above steps do not resolve the issue, consider replacing the electronic ballasts with new ones. It's possible the existing ballasts are faulty or incompatible with the AFCI. 5. Contact an electrician. If the problem persists after following the troubleshooting steps, consult with a licensed electrician for further diagnosis and repair. They can assess the entire circuit and identify any underlying issues. Additionally, be aware that some AFCIs may have adjustable sensitivity settings. Consult the AFCI manufacturer for guidance on adjusting these settings if necessary. Lowering the sensitivity might reduce nuisance tripping, but it's crucial to ensure that the AFCI still provides adequate protection against real arc faults. In some situations, it may be necessary to bypass the AFCI for the specific circuit powering the fluorescent fixtures. However, this should only be done under the supervision of a qualified electrician and in accordance with applicable electrical codes. Bypassing the AFCI removes arc fault protection from that circuit, so it should only be considered as a last resort after all other options have been exhausted. Electronic ballasts can generate high-frequency harmonics, which may interfere with the AFCI's detection algorithm, leading to nuisance tripping. Arc faults in electronic ballasts can produce unique arc signatures, and AFCIs may not always detect these signatures accurately, leading to either missed detection or false tripping. Fluorescent fixtures draw a high inrush current when turned on, and this surge can trigger the AFCI if the current is too high or prolonged. Faulty electronic ballasts can generate abnormal waveforms or harmonics that cause AFCIs to trip. Incorrect wiring, such as improper grounding or loose connections, can lead to arc faults. To troubleshoot, try replacing the fluorescent fixtures with incandescent fixtures to see if the AFCIs still trip. Install a harmonic filter between the fixture and AFCI to absorb high-frequency harmonics. Contact the ballast manufacturer for specific guidance on AFCI compatibility. If the above steps don't work, consider replacing the electronic ballasts. If the problem continues, consult with a licensed electrician. Some AFCIs may have adjustable sensitivity settings. Contact the AFCI manufacturer for guidance on adjusting these settings if necessary. Bypassing the AFCI for the specific circuit powering the fluorescent fixtures should only be done under the supervision of a qualified electrician and in accordance with applicable electrical codes. When fluorescent lights are used with electronic ballasts and AFCIs, several factors can cause tripping. Electronic ballasts produce high-frequency noise that can interfere with the AFCI's detection algorithm. Electronic ballast arc faults may not be detected by AFCIs due to their unique signature. Inrush current from fluorescent fixtures can trigger an AFCI if it is too high or prolonged. Defective ballasts can cause AFCIs to trip due to abnormal waveforms or harmonics. Incorrect wiring can cause arc faults if grounding or polarity are incorrect or if connections are loose. To troubleshoot, replace the fluorescent fixtures with incandescent fixtures to see if the AFCIs still trip. Install a harmonic filter to absorb high-frequency harmonics. Contact the ballast manufacturer for guidance on AFCI compatibility. Replace the electronic ballast if necessary. Consult a licensed electrician if the problem persists. AFCIs may have adjustable sensitivity settings, so contact the manufacturer for guidance. Bypassing the AFCI should only be done by a qualified electrician in accordance with electrical codes. When troubleshooting AFCI tripping with fluorescent fixtures and electronic ballasts, consider the following causes. Electronic ballasts produce high-frequency noise that can interfere with the AFCI's detection algorithm, leading to nuisance tripping. Arc faults in electronic ballasts can produce a unique arc signature that may not be accurately detected by AFCIs. The high inrush current drawn by fluorescent fixtures when they are turned on can trigger an AFCI. Defective electronic ballasts can generate abnormal waveforms or harmonics that cause AFCIs to trip. Incorrect wiring, such as improper grounding or loose connections, can also lead to arc faults. Troubleshooting steps include testing with incandescent fixtures to determine if the issue is with the fluorescent fixtures or ballasts. Installing a harmonic filter between the fixture and AFCI can absorb high-frequency harmonics. Contacting the ballast manufacturer can provide specific guidance and troubleshooting advice regarding AFCI compatibility. Replacing the electronic ballast may resolve the issue. If the problem persists, consult with a licensed electrician. Some AFCIs have adjustable sensitivity settings, so consult the manufacturer for guidance. Bypassing the AFCI should only be done by a qualified electrician in accordance with applicable electrical codes. Addressing AFCI tripping with fluorescent fixtures and electronic ballasts requires a systematic approach. Firstly, consider the potential causes such as high-frequency noise generated by electronic ballasts that interferes with the AFCI's detection algorithm. Secondly, recognize that the arc faults in electronic ballasts can produce a unique arc signature that may not be accurately detected by AFCIs. Thirdly, consider the high inrush current drawn by fluorescent fixtures when they are turned on, which can trigger an AFCI. Fourthly, investigate defective electronic ballasts that may generate abnormal waveforms or harmonics that cause AFCIs to trip. Fifthly, check for incorrect wiring, such as improper grounding or loose connections, that can lead to arc faults. To troubleshoot, firstly, test with incandescent fixtures to determine if the issue is with the fluorescent fixtures or ballasts. Secondly, install a harmonic filter between the fixture and AFCI to absorb high-frequency harmonics. Thirdly, contact the ballast manufacturer for specific guidance and troubleshooting advice regarding AFCI compatibility. Fourthly, consider replacing the electronic ballasts. Finally, if the problem persists, consult with a licensed electrician. Be aware that some AFCIs have adjustable sensitivity settings, so consult the manufacturer for guidance. Bypassing the AFCI should only be done by a qualified electrician in accordance with applicable electrical codes.